Hey folks, welcome back to Farming Simulator, and today we're going to have a little preview of a mod from a modder who's been missing for a little while. I don't think he's actually released a mod in FS25 yet, so let's take a look, shall we?
Without my hammer, I can't.
Are you Thor, the god of hammers? Even now, right now, those people need your help.
And there it is. Yep, Thor's back. God of modders. Maybe not, but I thought that was kind of funny if I've managed to edit it into the video. Yeah. So, if you didn't know, MarkThor was having computer issues, and that meant alongside not actually being able to play FS25, he couldn't make mods, and he now has a computer, and this is the first mod that he's been working on, the Claas Ford Dominator that he released in FS22, and this is such a cool combine. So in front of me I've got all of the components of the pack, well maybe not all of them because the trailers seem to have vanished. So we've got the combine. There's two grain headers. It's a 5.1 and a 7 point something meter. We'll go into the store and have a look in a minute. And then you've got a corn header and a sunflower header, and there are trailers for each of these headers, and I'm not sure where they've gone on the map. So anywho, it's a really nice combine. I use this a fair bit in FS22. So if we jump into the store and scroll down, there we go. So this was actually a real combine. Claas and Ford worked together and released this Ford color painted Claas combine. So capacity options, we've got 10k, 20k, 30k. There you go. So you can have this as a MarkThor style combine if you want. Engine wise, 260, 300, 360. So you might want a bit more grunt, depends, up to you I guess. Wheels, we've got Trelleborg, and we can have wide or standard, Continental, Verstein, Michelin, BKT, Mitas, Nokian, Lizard. What have we got under Lizard? Wide, standard. I was curious if we had any funky tracks or anything on there. Warning signs, we stick those on, we get the warning signs on the back. Warning triangle, yay or no. Names, so we have name options. You will have seen the one that I've got. It's got Amy written on it, which is the first option. Annie, Bell. So we've got a bunch of name options that you can pick from if you want to name your combine. You can have numbers, and depending on how big your fleet is, you can put quite big numbers on there. Color wise, we can pick from any of the customer palette, and we've got the classic Ford blue there. Same for the rest of the colors, and then the number plate is because I'm on Zolonka. So that's the combine. Pretty good price as well, 65 grand. And then if we go into combinations, because MarkThor's got it set up properly, we've got the 5.1 meter grain header. Options on that are just color. Again, you can pick from any color you want. We've got a trailer for it. We've then got a 25 foot or 7.6 meter header. Again, color options as before, and a trailer for it. We've then got a 5.1 meter corn header. It does corn and sunflowers. Color options again, and we've got a trailer for that, and that trailer will also take the 5.7 meter sunflower head. So that's all of the options that you've got, folks. Let me get this beastie to a field and we'll just put it to work so you can see what it looks like. So I've picked up the bigger header. I have the standard engine and the standard 10,000 litre capacity, so I figured we'd see how this runs. I don't know if we need to unfold. No, we don't need to unfold the header, so we should be good to go. Let's enable our straw swath. And yeah, let's do a bit of combining. Who doesn't love a bit of combine? So I do have precision farming active on here. That is purely because it was in the mod set that I had enabled that I added this mod to. But yeah, I really like this combine. As I really enjoyed it in FS22. It was the combine that I was using on my Maypole Farm Let's Play series. We had two, in fact. One of them took a heck of a beating. So, did an awful lot of hours. It also moved across to the Glenalvon series on there. So yeah, it was a nice combine. It was a nice combine. So Mark has sent this over to me yesterday. I know you're probably going to be asking, when is it going to be available? Is it going to be available on all platforms, etc., etc.? So, when is it going to be available? I have no idea. I think Mark only got back into playing FS and modding in the last week or so. So it could be a while. Be patient, folks. Is it going to be on all platforms? I don't remember if it got released on all platforms for FS22. I will try and check when I do the edit, and I will try and remember to put up on the screen which platforms it was released on for FS22, because I would assume it would be similar. Now, some of you are going to be sitting there going, but we've got Ford in the game now. And you would be right, but we don't really, do we, folks? We don't really. What we have is Giants have got the license to include some Fords that are owned by well, what's the brand? Oh, my brain's gone. My brain's gone. Thankfully, I think I have the DLC installed. I do. Versatile. Yes. Giants have the rights to include some Fords where the IP is owned by Versatile, who are not owned by Ford. They don't actually have a license and licensing deal with Ford, so Giants don't have the right to include Ford. We have seen this coming up recently with some Ford tractors, I believe coming on ModHub as Ford for PC and not for console. So it's a little bit like with the Mercedes DLC, and I think they spoke about this on the stream that they did for the release of the Mercedes DLC, they being Giants, that just because there are some Mercedes vehicles in the game now, it doesn't mean that all Mercedes things will be able to be on console as Mercedes, because Giants' deal with Mercedes is only for the things that are in the DLC. So I mean, this will come in, you know, as a class branded thing, I guess, but yeah, I don't remember how it came into FS22 in terms of what platforms it was on and that kind of thing. But just because some Ford color tractors are in the game doesn't mean Ford is available as a brand on all platforms for all things. But let's not get distracted. MarkThor is back making mods for Farming Simulator. This is the first one that he has started working on. This is a little preview of it. No, your favourite MarkThor mod is not available yet. No, you should not be downloading it from insert that shitty website you downloaded it from, and you've got it already. Aren't you great? Yay for you. But I'm sure Mark will be working his way through his other mods and getting them sorted and getting them released through ModHub, where you should be getting them from. Yeah. that's pretty much it, really. I just wanted to show this off and kind of let folks know that Mark was back. Say thank you to Mark for sending this over to me, because I'm kind of pleased to see this back and see him back. And yeah, comments, questions, stick them below. I suspect Mark might see them. He might even choose to answer them for you. And I will see you all next time.